ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. It's Christmas Eve, I guess. And you know, what a difference 24 hours can make. Uh, we were talking about $600, and now I was saying it wasn't enough. Well, they've come up and they're talking now about $2,000. Now, $2,000 for these politicians is meaningless because they'll go to a luncheon and they'll have $2,000 a plate, and then they won't eat half of their food, you know. I mean, this is so $2,000 for them is meaningless. But when you move down to our level, the level of the serfs and waifs, you know, the difference between $600 and $2,000 is enormous on our level, you know, and it can make the difference between not having any Christmas and having a Christmas. But the problem is now they're blocking the $2,000. They ain't going to get it in Christmas. And we're at Christmas Eve now, and I can't see it getting out dispensed out in time. So I'm not going to celebrate. I can't celebrate Christmas. I can't sit here and celebrate and say, hey, everything's great. Oh, wonderful. Everything. When there's all these people in here in North America right with me, my kin in North America, all of them, and a lot of them couldn't get in the food line or whatever. Maybe they don't. Maybe their car insurance is expired, or maybe their car's got a broken muffler and they can't get that fixed. They can't even get in the food lines to go to the food bank. And they're stuck at home right now, and the fridge is completely empty, the cupboard is completely bare, and they don't even have anything to eat. So, you know, it might be a good idea, you know, if you got a neighbor like that, and you know he's in that kind of a situation, then maybe take him a few cans of food from your pantry or whatever, you know. It might make all the difference in the world to some of these people. And I can't honestly sit here and have cheer, good cheer, and everything else, and have a good Christmas, knowing that there's all these people out there right now who are in this condition. Now, you know, I'm going to tell you, we've got a world right now where I just did a show on my other channel about XRP, you know, and the bitcoins and the cryptocurrencies, and you know, I'm starting to think more and more that I've never seen anything like this Bitcoin before. All the money in the world, one Bitcoin could absorb all the value of everything in the world. But we don't have one Bitcoin, we've got 21 million of them. And they're all marching in an army together, and they're acting as a liquidity sponge. And right now they're trying to shake people out of the tree. They're trying to get people to drop and dump their Bitcoins and stuff, and it ain't working very good. You know, this shakeout that's going on right now, the price starting to tremble and trying to fall, you know, I don't think it's going to work. It's just making me think that the upside potential is even greater. And I'm going to put a link in the description to my new show on over at the Delta Report, so you guys can watch what I got to say about that. But you know, it's Christmas time, and so I'm going to keep my show a little bit short right now. You know, I just wanted to be in solidarity with the people who are finding it hard right now this Christmas. It's not fun, you know, and myself, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. I have to sit and watch while they drop the ball. It was their responsibility to make sure that Americans had a Christmas. And they have dropped the ball big time. And they're going to let an awful lot of people that don't know what to do, don't know how to manage through this Christmas, because they got no money to not only buy anything, they've run out of food. And it's a situation that they created, you know. And let's see what next year looks like. I'm still thinking that next summer things are going to pick up. I already got 1 million people vaccinated in the United States. And you know, they're talking about having 20 million people vaccinated by the end of this year. 20 million. That's what they're talking about. That's what I heard. But they're vaccinating, and they're gonna have everybody, I guess, almost everybody vaccinated by next fall. But what about these countries outside the countries, like different places in Africa and different places in uh, these countries where maybe they can't get the vaccine to them and stuff, and everything. What about them? Is this disease gonna, because it was their new strain or whatever? Maybe it's gonna ravage through these countries, and it might shut them down to where they can't deliver food to their people. Worse than here, our situation might improve going into next year, especially if they start to get social programs in place to catch the people that fall through the cracks, so to speak. This We might see a major improvement, and especially if the banks start to lend again. This is a big one. You have to understand, a big money creation tool is fractional reserve lending by the banking system, which is not working right now. And so all this stimulus that they do, everybody's out there all worried, no, because the fractional reserve lending out there is slowing down. Because that's slowing down, almost stopping, then this is just supplanting that money making. So one money making quit, in other words, the central bank lending. It's slowing down, stopping. And this other money making that they got going is not going to be as fast an inflation maker as people think, because it's supplanting the other money creation tool that's slowing down. It's like one's exchanging for the other, sort of a deal, And so they can create all the money. There's no sense in them holding back, because they're just creating suffering. There's no sense in them being stingy. And it's just a few of them that are trying to be. What are they trying to do? Balance the budget? Is that what they're trying to do? Because I'm going to tell you right now, that ain't going to work. Give the Americans $2,000. It's not the end of the world. I mean, these same guys that are being stingy and not going to give the Americans $2,000 are the same guys that'll go to a luncheon and spend $2,000 on that little plate of food. If might bring them out you know how they do up these foods, like this French food or whatever. Like, they put a little tiny little dab of it, pour some sauce over it on the plate, and then they smear the sauce around a certain way to make it look colorful and everything. And then they'll put a few radishes and stuff around it, You come away feeling hungry. That's the kind of lunches they go to. And it's like $2,000 a plate, and they don't even eat it. They just sit there and they dibble at it with their fork for a few minutes. And then some guy, some servant, modern day version of a servant, has to come along and pick them all up and dump them into a big bin, and then they take them out and they dump them into to the guy that feeds the pigs. Or it just goes to waste. All of it. This is how wasteful. I mean, our society's got to the point of being ridiculous. But I'm going to tell you what, those $2,000 checks will find their way to the source, to the people the money really need it. Because it's not going to go to these Washington guys who already got all kinds of money and they're doing their $2,000 lunches. That $2,000, that's the important bit. That's the bit that's going to make its way so that you'll have something to eat on your table. And there's the darn crying shame they didn't get it out in time for Christmas. You watch. They'll come up with it. Probably not before January's out. We're not going to get through January, and they'll be sending out those checks. But it's a darn shame they didn't get it out for Christmas time. So people are going to have to. Oh, that's a travesty. The fact that they didn't get it out early enough, and they dropped the ball. Okay, thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And we'll catch you guys. And don't forget, I got a link in the description to my other show on the Delta Report. Bye-bye, guys. And I would say Merry Christmas. Honest to goodness, I would say Merry Christmas, but I don't know this year. I don't feel like celebrating it. Not with all these people going hungry. So you guys have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you guys in the very next show. I'll probably be doing a show before once Christmas is over, and we start to move into that period between Christmas and New Year's. I'll do a few shows, and we'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.